What's up, guys? Johnny Chase here with some thoughts on the announcements made out of WWE's camp today regarding two separate issues. The first I'll just quickly touch on. They are canceling the WWE Magazine after so many decades of publications. The WWE Magazine will cease to exist. Am I terribly upset about this? Not really, just because of the way that the internet and the way we absorb media has changed our lives. Print magazines are pretty much going the way of the dinosaur. I am kind of saddened, though, because I remember picking up many of WWF and WWE magazines, and even when they had Raw and SmackDown and didn't have just a separate WWE magazine. But once they started coming out with WWE magazine, there's actually some pretty interesting articles I was reading that you couldn't find on the website. One of which is showing off the Florida Championship Wrestling before it would become NXT and the Full Sail Entertainment. And you got a glimpse of some future stars. Like there was a very, very young Sheamus, a young Jack Swagger, a young Bellas. That's one of my fonder memories of articles that I read on there. And of course there were some that made storylines, like who remembers Ric Flair posting those altered photos of him and Elizabeth leading up to WrestleMania 8. So it's kind of sad to see that go, but not surprising since print media is pretty much going the way of the dinosaurs. Anyways, the big news. Now, viewers in the US will know that they have had the WWE Network, the $9.99 a month subscription service that you can watch over 2,000 hours of wrestling content, all the way from WWE, ECW, WCW, all the pay-per-views, and you also get live streams of NXT, Main Event, Superstars, and any other program they want to show as part of a broadcasting block. And you also get every pay-per-view, including WrestleMania, as part of this subscription. Now, the sad thing is that it was only available in the US and not available in other markets. Now there is an announcement showing that they are finally going to be releasing the network in other markets. And man, did Canada ever get the short end of the stick. Whereas the rest of the world will be getting the downloadable streaming app for consoles, Roku TVs, Apple TVs, Amazon Fires, and watching on the PC, Canada will only get the network as a paid Rogers cable channel. This is going to be exclusive to Rogers Communications, so if you do not have television with Rogers, you will not get the network in Canada through legal, air quote, reasons. Now, they've actually struck a 10-year deal to provide this until 2024. That's not even the kicker. The subscription is rumored to be more expensive than the subscription base in the US. As I stated, it is $9.99 a month, far be it it's on a 6-month commitment that you have to agree to. But in Canada, it's rumored to be anywhere from $11.99 to $12.99 a month, on top of your already Rogers cable television service. So in order to get this, you need to have Rogers Television and pay for the channel. Now, they will be doing live feeds of all their programming I just mentioned. So NXT, Main Event, Superstars, Total Divas, the works. Now, the problem is they will have a very limited selection of on-demand content. So you're paying more for less. You may not have the opportunity to watch Living Dangerously 97 from ECW or 98. You may not be able to watch Bash at the Beach where Hulk Hogan formed the NWO. Those may not be available to you. Oh, you'll get the pay-per-views, no problem. And also they've agreed to give you premium pricing if you don't have the channel, just to, pay for regular pay-per-views. Now, this is probably the dumbest announcement I've ever heard. Not only is this so asinine and, like I say, the television, regular television is going the way of the dinosaurs. It doesn't exist anymore. I personally have not had cable television for about a decade now. I moved into an apartment. The guy said, we're not getting cable, deal with it. I'm like, okay. I went on the internet, I found YouTube, I found other things to entertain myself. I have never looked back. If there's a television show that I really want to watch, I have the means to watch that show. I try to support it as much as possible by watching it on the company site, but nowadays you can't go to those company sites unless you have your internet or cable with them. And that's another thing too, they promise that they will show all these programmings as part of the Rogers Anyplace TV app. But here's the kicker. To use Rogers Anyplace TV app, you need to have cable TV on your account, which most people have given up because we have things like Netflix, we have things like Crackle, we have things like Crunchyroll, Neon Alley, Hulu Plus if you're in the States. We don't get that in Canada. Guess what? I cannot understand Rogers' mentality. I think they're the last company to try to clinch and hang on to television. And I don't see this working. Most Canadians right now that have really wanted this network have found ways around it. There are ways that you can get things like Hulu Plus and the WWE Network in Canada. Now, the thing is that I've done the math. It is actually cheaper to get the subscription to WWE Network and a subscription to something like Unblock US or a third-party VPN that will change your IP settings to make it look like you're an American. It is far cheaper to do that than it is to get a basic cable bundle with Rogers, and then on top of it, this subscription, which we don't know the official price of yet. The preview that will be coming up August 12th will be $11.99, just to preview it. Now, normally when channels debut on cable or satellite, the company gives you a free month to preview it. And then if you want to continue, you need to call your cable or satellite provider to get that channel. Not in the case of WWE Network. No, you have to pay for the preview, the privilege to preview it. I am telling you guys right now, do not support this. If you are in Canada, do not support Rogers in doing this. There are means for you to get the WWE Network. I will not link them in the description just in case Rogers decides to come after me. But if you search hard enough, there is a way to get the WWE Network on your PC or on your gaming console. You're still supporting the WWE because you are paying them money directly for the service. The one thing you should not be supporting is Rogers. Now, unfortunately, this contract will be in place for the next 10 years, but maybe, just maybe, if Rogers realizes that we would rather do back-end things to our computer and give WWE our money directly, that, hey, maybe we should put that app on the Canadian video game consoles. Maybe we should allow them to use the website to view the WWE content. This is the perfect time to vote with your dollars. We cannot let Rogers take over the country. They've already bought out the NHL. Let's not let them buy out our sports entertainment.